How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the AFC Wimbledon Road to Glory Career Mode. And this is going to be episode number 69 of this series. And before we do get into anything, I want to thank you guys for all the support that you did give on the last episode. We managed to get over 100 likes, and the support and the comments that you gave on that episode was very insightful, but also very much appreciated. I really do appreciate the support you're giving on this series. And in the last episode, I gave you guys a bit of a decision to make, and it was regarding a backup goalkeeper that we could sign. We already have a contract offer accepted from Kasper Schmeichel, but from what I gathered in the last episode, a lot of you guys don't want me to sign him. So for the time being, I'm going to leave that deal where it is. I'm not going to reject it straight away. We have a contract offer accepted as well for Alex McCarthy. And again, I'll give him the same contract, and then we can sort of decide which deal we want to go with. So now we have a bit of a dilemma as well, because we have a contract offer accepted from Alex McCarthy, but we also have a transfer offer accepted for Bill Hamid as well. And again, I will offer this guy a contract. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to be doing now that we've had this one accepted, because I didn't really expect this one to be accepted. I've just got a feeling that we're overpaying massively for Kasper Schmeichel. A lot of people said that on the last episode as well. And because I'm doubting and you guys are a bit doubtful of this deal, I'm just going to go ahead and reject this one and forget about Kasper Schmeichel. I've also been told that this guy here, Milot Rashica, I think that's how you pronounce his name. This Albanian? I think he is Albanian. Yeah, he is. Just had to double check that. He is a right winger. He does look very good, and apparently he has good potential as well. And of course, it also does help that this guy is a bit of a hidden gem. I do like to try and unearth these hidden gems, and from what I've been told, he is a very good player, so I will go ahead and make an offer for him. And before we get into any more transfers in this episode, we are going to be going into the first game of the episode, and this one is going to be against Middlesbrough. Before we get into this game as well, I just want to address that I've been told how to pronounce a couple of players' names. Obviously, our new centre-back, he has a bit of a weird name, but apparently it's quite easy to pronounce. Apparently you pronounce it Horgan. So that might take a little bit of getting used to, but I think I will remember that. And also Dominic SOLANKE. It's not Solanke, it's not SOLANKE, it's SOLANKE. Yeah, okay, I think I've got it now. And looking at Middlesbrough's lineup, we're going to take a little look at it now. I believe they have a few of our former players in their starting 11, or at least on the bench. They've got Tom Parks, they've got Juan Grazzini, and I'm just trying to look if they got any other players. I don't think they have. No, they haven't. I'm certain they signed Joe Newell as well, but he doesn't appear to be either in the starting 11 or even on the bench, so obviously he's not quite good enough yet. But going into this game, newly promoted Middlesbrough, we can't underestimate them, because they could prove to be a bit of a task in this game. Now it's going to be Villalba with a bit of space out wide here to Ayorfa. He's going to try and come inside. It's a really good pass actually to Solanke, who ends up scoring the first goal of the game, and that's a really well worked move. It was originally out wide here to Ayorfa. I was just going to cut inside and maybe play it back to Villalba, who originally passed it to him. But then that was an incredible pass to find Solanke in the middle. Solanke, I said his name wrong again. Solanke. But he scores a goal, and that is a really, really good finish, to be fair. Yes, there we go. We've won it back with Ayorfa in a good position. Don't mess this one up this time. It's going to be Maddison having a shot, and he just misses the target. Oh, they've got a bit of space here. It's going to be Callum Wilson with the shot. And what a goal that is by Callum Wilson. He caught Sears off his line. Thought he'd go for a crack, and that is an incredible goal. Completely undeserved, but I can't deny that is a very, very good long shot from outside the box. Really good technique. It's going to be one of those games, though, isn't it, where they have one shot on target and they get a draw from this game. I'm just feeling it right now. They hardly had any chances in the game. We bossed it throughout, and we just got a bit unlucky that we couldn't really capitalise on our chances. But we are going to play this one forward, and I don't know why it switched players there, but there we go. It's Orsic now. Going to try and get the cross in. Brilliant cross and a really good header. And Solanke ends up restoring our lead to 2-1. And that is a fantastic cross. You really got to give it to Orsic here. He hasn't really been the best provider, but that is a really good in-swinging cross. And the header is fantastic as well from Solanke. And he's going to try and get another cross in maybe. He's fouled, or so I thought. He's down injured. And that does not look good whatsoever. And I think he's stayed injured. Now it's going to be Sutar out wide here for Gabriel Miranda. We'll play it again here. It's going to be Ayorfa with a brilliant cross into the middle. And Strandberg makes it 3-1, and again, it's a yaw for the provider. Another fantastic delivery into the middle, running up from right back. Really doing well to steam forward, and the cross is brilliant. And he really couldn't miss from there. It was a good header. And there we have it. We end up winning this game 3-1. A comprehensive victory against newly promoted Middlesbrough. I think we deserve to win that game. And I'm so glad that we didn't get robbed of 2 points. I mean, when Callum Wilson scored that absolute banger, it felt like one of those games where we were just going to go on to lose it, or we were going to go on to drop 2 points. But we end up winning this one 3-1, and it's a brilliant performance from SOLANKE. And also, Ayorfa, I thought he played fantastically well as well. And obviously, another player that played well in that game was going to be Orsic. But how long is he injured for? 3 weeks. Wow, that's going to be a bit of a blow, I'm not going to lie. And that may change a few of my transfer plans now that he's been injured. And once more, we're going to be having some more player training. We're going to go ahead and skip this one. And hopefully we do get some good results from this session. And, well, Yukonin is up to an 80, only growing by 1 stat, but that doesn't matter. We have a transfer offer as well for Jake Reeves, one of the original Portsmouth players. And it is going to be a 1-year loan deal from Reading. We will accept this one. I mean, if we need him, we can just recall him. And it's not going to cost too much. So, yeah, we'll just send him out on loan. I'm not sure if this is something that will be accepted, but I am going to make an offer for Ola Jean. I really don't think we have the money at the moment though, but I would really like to bring this guy in. I will go ahead and offer 5 million plus a Yama and see what they say. I'm going to be making an offer for Ainsley Maitland-Niles as well. I don't really feel like we need a backup goalkeeper as much as we need a new right midfielder. I'm still looking to sell a few players, and I reckon we will do by the end of the window. And I think this guy would be a very good impact sub to bring off the bench. So we have a contract offer declined anyway from Bill Hamid, so I'm just going to reject that one and forget about it. And it looks like Levante don't really want to sell Daniel Bentley anyway. So with regards to Alex McCarthy, we are overpaying massively for him. 3.9 million he's worth. I'm offering 5 million plus Oscar Yara with a loss of potential. I don't really feel like it's worth it for that reason. I'm just going to reject this one. And a monthly scouting update as well. Hopefully some good players from this one. Tom Williamson looks quite good. I guess we could sign him up. We also have Joe Roberts as well, who might not have the best potential, but to be honest, he's got a pretty decent overall. So again, I will sign this guy up. We do have a transfer offer accepted though, and it is going to be for Milot Rashica, and it is going to be 2 million plus Henrik Iyama. I will go ahead and offer this guy a contract. I don't see why we shouldn't. I'll give him a 5-year deal, and I won't give him a squad role and see if he does accept this one. I've also had a little look for a few regens as well, and I have found this guy here, who I do believe is actually Berbatov's regen, and the good thing about this guy is he has 5-star skills, which is absolutely awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and offer one of our players that we don't really want, Grant Davidson. And I will also go ahead and offer maybe 4 million on top and see if it is accepted. We do have a game here though, and it is going to be against this team here, Krakow we're going to call them. I believe this is a Polish side, and it is going to be for the Europa League qualifying. However, I'm looking at the fixture congestion, and we are going to be absolutely screwed. Like, I don't know how we're going to deal with this. We've got this game here, and then 2 days later, with 1 day's rest, we've got a game against Everton. Then we've got a cup game. Then a day later, or 2 days later again, we've got another game in the qualifying round. It may seem a bit stupid, but I'm going to go ahead and sim this first game at home in the qualifying round. And then I will play the away leg. But for now, this is the side we're going with. And it is a pretty rotated side. The only surviving first team player in the lineup is actually Sears. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm doing this mainly because of fitness reasons and the fact that we don't have time to play all the games. But we do end up winning this one 3-1, and courtesy of 2 Miranda goals, we end up winning the first leg. And to be honest, after that game, I didn't really expect to see that we had a transfer offer accepted for Ola Jean. And it is going to be 5 million plus a Yama. He is on 60 grand a week though, so that might be a bit of an issue. We will go ahead and give him a contract though. We'll give him squad rotation player. Exactly what he's on at Benfica. Obviously, we still have the Rashica deal to go through as well. And he says he wants to understand his role at the club, so I guess that's fair enough. And we also have a transfer offer accepted as well, and it is going to be for Maitland-Niles. We've got a lot of players to decide from them, but I will go ahead and offer this guy a contract. and we'll wait and see if he does accept it. And now we have the next game of the episode here, and this one will be against Everton. And holy Christ, before we get into the game, let's just take a little look at the height difference there. Vestergaard compared to Seamus Coleman. Oh my god. That is a crazy height difference, but as we go into this game, I think I'm gonna be happy that we've rested a lot of our first team players, because we have a very fully fit lineup going into this game. And we'll take a little look at Everton's lineup now. They've got a few interesting players in there actually, and they are my bogey team from last season, but they've got Shaqiri that they've signed. They've also got Luan on the bench, who's a very, very good talent. And they've also got Charlie Austin on the bench. Not that that matters, because they have Lukaku in the team still. He absolutely terrorised me last season in the FA Cup. Now it's going to be forward here, and it's here to Villalba, who's going to get across into the middle. And another really good header, and it's SOLANKE who ends up winning it once more. This guy is an absolute machine in the air. He's just winning every single header that I've just crossed into the box. I bring a cross into the box, Villalba this time crossing it in, and it's a fantastic header, and he seems to find the target every single time. And again, it's going to be a yaw for getting forward into an advanced position, and we're going to cut inside this time and play it here to Platt, who's going to have a shot, and a brilliant save by Howard, and against his former club he almost managed to score. And he's going to get a really good cross into the middle and almost winning that header again. But it's Villalba with the shot and almost scoring his first goal. And that was literally whiskers wide of the post. Now it's going to be Maddison trying to feed this ball over the top. And it's Villalba, who's been relatively non-existent in this game. But he's found a good pass. And again, we'll get it across here for Strandberg, who's going to cut inside and play it here to Maddison. And Maddison ends up making this 1-2-0. Krakow to Galloway. Win it back. There we go. Made a meal of that one. And Sears made a good save. And that was really poor defending by me. Now it's going to be Ross Barkley trying to chip it into the middle. Ayorfa loses it. And it's a bit of a scramble in the box. A really good block by Vestergaard. Amazing save by Sears. And oh my god, another great save. And somehow they don't put the ball into the back of the net. I don't even know how. And there we have it. We end up winning this game 2-0. And that was a very good performance once again. SOLANKE ended up scoring. It was a shame that he wasn't able to play throughout the match, because I felt like he would have scored again if he was still playing. And now again, it is going to be time for some more player training. But this time I am going to be giving a few more sessions to a few of the other players. And I am also going to be training SOLANKE's stamina, because it is very terrible. And from this session, we do see only one player growing, surprisingly enough, as City is up to a 78 now. And he grew in a lot of his defending stats, which is good. And before we end off the episode, we do see here that we have 3 contract offers accepted. And you'll never guess what I want you guys to do in the comments down below. Once again, I want you guys to decide which player we sign. We have Ainsley Maitland-Niles here. A deal worth 5.5 million, 50 grand a week. He looks like a very good right midfielder. We also have a little bit of a cheaper option, and this guy would probably make sense more as a backup. But again, is he going to be good enough? Like, we need to get players that are going to be progressing the side a bit more. And we also have Ola John as well. I've got a feeling this guy's slightly better than Maitland-Niles, but I'm not really too sure. Again, he's worth 5 million, 60 grand a week. He could be a bit more expensive. But this will be the end of this episode of this career mode. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And in the next episode, we will also hopefully shift on quite a few players here, because we still have a few players we need to sell/loan out. And hopefully we can get some offers for them in the next episode. But the side is starting to look very, very good. And it's really difficult to see where we need to improve. At the moment, I feel like it's perfect. But we do need another right mid/left mid, which is exactly why I'm getting you guys to decide who we should sign. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.